You know that feeling, don't you? That familiar weight in your chest, a tightness in your shoulders that has nothing to do with how you slept. It's the feeling of being the designated repairman for the world around you. You wake up and your mind is already running through a checklist. Your friend's messy breakup and how you can guide them through it. Your parents' stubborn refusal to see a doctor and the arguments you need to prepare. The tension at work that you, and only you, seem capable of smoothing over. It's a quiet, heavy mantle you wear, this sense of responsibility for everything that seems broken. And for the longest time, you've called it love. You've called it compassion. You've told yourself this is what good people do. They see a crack and they fill it. They see a wound and they bandage it. They see a person heading for a cliff and they grab the wheel. It feels noble. It feels necessary. But what if it's a trap? What if this constant urge to fix is actually a misunderstanding of how life and everything in it truly works? Think about it. When you look at someone else's life, you see it from the outside. You see the tangled threads, the wrong turns, the inefficient patterns. And from your vantage point, the solution seems so obvious. If they would just listen, if they would just do this one thing, everything would be better. There's a subtle arrogance hiding in that thought, isn't there? It's a gentle, well-meaning arrogance, born from a deep desire to help, but it's there. It's the quiet belief that you know the blueprint for someone else's happiness better than they do. It's the assumption that their path is supposed to look like the one you've mapped out for them in your head. We believe we are seeing their reality, but we are only seeing our projection of it. We see a problem to be solved while they are living an experience to be felt. This is one of the oldest human habits, this drive to intervene. We see struggle and we interpret it as a failure, something to be eliminated as quickly as possible. We're like gardeners who see a seed struggling to break through the soil and decide to dig it up and pull it open with our own hands. We mean well. We want to help it grow, but we don't understand that the struggle against the soil is precisely what gives the seedling its strength. The pressure is part of the design. The journey through the darkness is what prepares it for the light. By fixing its problem, we interrupt a crucial part of its own unfolding. We rob it of the very experience it needs to become what it's meant to be. And then we wonder why it wilts in our hands. We see this everywhere. In our families, we try to manage everyone's emotions to prevent any conflict, creating a fragile peace that shatters at the slightest tremor because no one has learned to navigate their own storms. In our friendships, we offer endless advice, drawing maps for people who need to learn to read their own compass. We give them the answers instead of letting them find the strength to ask their own questions. We do it because their pain makes us uncomfortable. Their uncertainty scares us. So we try to fix them, not just for their sake, but for ours, to quiet the anxiety in our own minds. And here is where it gets interesting. The architecture of reality has its own impeccable logic. It works through connection, through experience, through a flow of cause and effect that is far more intricate than we can see from our limited viewpoint. When you try to force a piece into place where it doesn't belong, the entire structure pushes back. This is why your best advice is so often met with resistance. It's why your perfectly logical plans for others are ignored. It's why the more you push, the more they pull away. That resistance isn't a personal rejection. It's feedback. It's the network of reality telling you that you are pushing against a current that is essential for that person's journey. The problem you're trying to fix might be the very lesson their soul came here to learn. The messy relationship might be teaching them about boundaries. The dead-end job might be the pressure they need to finally discover their true passion. The illness might be a messenger, asking them to finally listen to their body. When you jump in, cape flying, to solve it all, you are essentially trying to steal their curriculum. You are trying to take their final exam for them. They may get a passing grade because of you, but they will have learned nothing. And life, in its infinite patience, will simply present them with the same lesson again, perhaps in a harder, more painful form, until they learn it for themselves. This is the central paradox, the painful truth at the heart of the fixer's burden. Your deepest, most sincere desire to help can become the very obstacle to another's growth. The energy you spend trying to control their outcomes is the very energy that creates more tension, more conflict, more suffering for both of you. You become exhausted, resentful, wondering why no one appreciates your efforts. They become frustrated, feeling misunderstood, judged, or incapable. You thought you were building a bridge for them, but you've actually built a cage, a comfortable, well-intentioned cage, but a cage nonetheless. Recognizing this isn't about becoming cold or uncaring. It's not about abandoning the people you love. It's about understanding a more profound, more effective, and more loving way to be present. It's about learning the difference between supporting someone's journey and trying to drive their car for them. It begins with the humble acceptance that you don't have the master blueprint. You only have your own. Your role might be far simpler and far more powerful than you ever imagined. It's not about having all the answers for everyone else. It's about finally getting quiet enough to hear the questions you're supposed to be asking yourself. The desire to fix the outer world is often a direct reflection of the chaos we are unwilling to face in our inner world. We try to tidy up everyone else's house because our own is a mess. We try to heal their wounds because we can't bear to look at our own. The journey out of the fixer's trap is an inward one. It's the slow, courageous process of pulling your energy back, of releasing the world from the obligation to be fixed by you, and focusing that powerful, loving attention on the only person you were ever truly meant to change. Yourself, by the way. Our shared space of light and awareness is on its way to 100,000 people. Thank you to everyone who subscribes and brings this moment closer. So how do you begin to lay down that weight? It starts with a shift in perspective, moving from the frantic energy of fixing to the quiet strength of holding. Think of it this way. When a storm rages at sea, a repair ship frantically sails out, trying to fight the waves, patch the other boats, and control the chaos. It's a noble effort, but it's exhausting, and it's often futile against the power of the storm. A harbor, on the other hand, does something entirely different. It doesn't fight the storm. It doesn't try to calm the waves. It simply is. It offers its unwavering stillness, its deep and solid presence. The ships can come inside its embrace and find refuge. The harbor's power is not in action, but in its being. This is the shift you are being invited to make, to stop being another frantic ship in the storm and to become the harbor. Holding space for someone is an active form of presence. It's not giving up. It's not indifference. It is the most profound form of trust. It is looking at a person you love who is lost in their own storm of pain or confusion and letting them know through your calm and steady presence that you are not afraid of their darkness. You are not going to try and rescue them from it because you trust that they have the strength to navigate it. You are simply offering them a safe place to be, exactly as they are. This means listening without formulating advice. It means sitting with someone in their sadness without saying, "Don't cry." It means watching someone make a mistake you warned them about, and when they fall, simply offering a hand to help them up without a single "I told you so." It is one of the most loving and difficult things we can do because it requires us to manage our own anxiety, our own need for control, our own discomfort with another's pain. Once you start practicing this, you begin to see the patterns in reality more clearly. You start recognizing the signs. You realize that some things are not broken, they are simply incomplete. Some wounds aren't meant to heal perfectly and disappear without a trace. They are meant to become scars. And a scar is a reminder of a place where you were wounded, but also where you healed. That scar tissue is often stronger than the original skin. It holds wisdom. The heartbreak that shattered you taught you the true meaning of self-love. The failure that humiliated you taught you resilience you never knew you had. To try and fix these experiences, to erase them, to pretend they never happened, is to discard the very wisdom they were designed to give you. You also begin to see that some situations are intentionally unfixable from your position. Think of a toxic job environment. The fixer in you will work endless hours trying to please an impossible boss, mediate conflicts, and improve a broken way of doing things. You will burn yourself out trying to repair a structure that was never designed to be healthy. But if you see it from the perspective of reality's architecture, you might realize that the system's unfixable nature is actually a sign. It's a giant flashing arrow pointing you towards the exit. Its purpose in your life is not to be repaired by you, but to show you so clearly what you do not want, that you are finally forced to choose something different for yourself. The situation isn't a problem for you to solve. It's a guidepost showing you where your energy does not belong. This recognition is the key to your freedom. It's the moment you finally understand your true role in this vast, interconnected web of life. You are not the repairman of the universe. You are not the chief architect. You are a conscious part of it, and your greatest gift, your most powerful tool, is your compassionate, non-interfering awareness. When you bring your calm presence to a chaotic situation, you don't force a change. You invite it. You introduce a new possibility. Imagine adding a single drop of clean water to a glass of muddy water. You don't fight the mud. You simply introduce the quality of clarity. Over time, with enough clarity, the mud settles. Your presence can be that drop of water. Your calm can be the anchor in someone else's storm. Your acceptance of their path can be the greatest gift you give them, because it is a vote of confidence in their own soul's journey. There is a profound release that comes with this understanding. The weight lifts from your shoulders. The endless checklist in your mind goes quiet. You stop feeling responsible for everyone else's happiness, and you realize you were only ever responsible for your own. The immense energy you were spending trying to manage the external world can now be turned inward to tend to your own garden, to heal your own wounds, to build your own harbor. you realize that the best way to help the world is not to fix it, but to become a source of peace within it. You can finally stop performing, striving, and controlling, and just be. You learn to offer your help when it is asked for, and to offer your silent, loving presence when it is not. You learn that sometimes the most helpful thing you can do is absolutely nothing. You just witness. And in that pure, loving witnessing, both you and the person you are watching are transformed. This is not a path of weakness. It is the path of true strength. It takes immense courage to trust the process, to let go of the illusion of control, and to accept that everyone is on their own perfect, messy, beautiful path, and your only job is to walk your own with as much awareness, integrity, and love as you can muster. The rest will take care of itself. The universe has been unfolding long before you arrived, and it will continue long after you are gone. Your frantic efforts to fix it are like a child trying to direct the tides. The greatest peace comes when you finally learn to build your sandcastles, enjoy the sun, and let the ocean be the ocean. If this video changed something in you, write in the comments, "I release the need to fix." Write it as your promise. Nobody